to DIY December. There are two things that I really like to focus on in the winter time. One, being cozy. Two, staying hydrated. Since I'm CoverGirl's Glambassador, today I'm gonna be showing you how to do this natural winter makeup look using some of my fave new things. And we're also going to be making a cape from a blankie. Oh yeah. Are you ready for this? I'm ready for this. In the winter, it's especially important to make sure that your skin is hydrated. So I just have on moisturizer and some eye cream. Gonna start off with my Smashbox Photofinish Pore Minimizing Primer, cause I like this stuff. It really does help minimize your pores, make them less apparent. Something I've really been enjoying recently is mixing my Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation with the Tinted Moisturizer. I find that it's really hydrating and gives your skin this luminous, glowy finish without feeling like, oh my god, I'm a grease ball. And I like mixing the Tinted Moisturizer with this because it really thins out the foundation because it is quite a thick foundation and it also adds extra hydration to your skin. When in doubt, blend it out. You can also use your hands for this too if you want. I'm using the Becca Corrector to brighten up my under eye area, and this is also hydrating as well because it's like a nice cream formula. I like this because it's not super heavy and you just need a little tiny bit to brighten up your eyes. Got my favorite eye primer here from NARS, and I'm gonna put this on my eyelids. Bringing in a new personal fave of mine, the CoverGirl truNAKED palette in nudes. How cool does this look? I mean, look at these colors though. Each of these palettes has pale to deep shades, so you can really play around with the colors and create your own combinations. I'm gonna start off by using this shimmery color that's third from the left. I'm gonna put this color on the inner part of my eye so it really highlights everything and makes them look extra bright. The next color I'm gonna be using is two colors down, so right here. And I'm gonna apply this on the outer part of my eyelid, just kind of blending the two together. My strat today, aka strategy, is to use a combination of shimmery and matte colors to brighten my eyes, but also to subtly contour them, and that's where the matte color comes in. There are two matte colors here that I'm gonna be mixing together, so I'm gonna take a little bit of the lighter one and mix it with a dab of the darker one. And this is gonna go right into my crease. And then I'm gonna blend it out. This is gonna help add subtle depth, but it's not gonna be anything too extreme. I mean, TBH, I'm a fan of this. I feel super cozy, super snug. I've used similar palettes before that cost way more, and this one is just as beautiful and costs way less. The color payoff is just as good, and TBH, I think they actually feel even silkier. I'm not wearing any eyeliner today, so mascara is really gonna pull this look together. Cue the new CoverGirl Plumpify mascara. This has a super big brush that physically grabs the lashes and lifts them up from the root. You'll probably notice that I'm not using an eyelash curler today, and that's because when you curl your lashes, you're crimping them, which can definitely transform your look, but this mascara is actually going to lift up the lashes from the root. So I'm gonna start putting this on, and that lift action that I was talking about is actually going to help your lashes look fuller and darker. I lost my eyebrow pencil, so I had to pull out my Anastasia Brow Wiz instead, which I still really like, and it gets the job done. So I'm gonna fill in my brows. Got my trusty old Hourglass blush palette that, yes, is still broken. I'm gonna be using a little bit of this one and then a little bit of that one. So I'm mixing the two together. Today's all about mixing. And then I'm gonna put it on my cheekies. I have a little bit of my Becca highlighter here. I believe this is Opal. Yes. And I'm gonna use a tiny bit of this because this stuff goes a very, very long way. I'm gonna create a little C right here to highlight this part of my cheekbones and then also my brow bone. During winter, I always like to make sure that my lips are protected from the cooler weather. They get real dry and gross sometimes. So to make my lips look and feel better, I like using a lip balm like this one from CoverGirl. It's called Colorlicious Oh Sugar. This is awesome because it's inexpensive, I can get it from the drugstore, and it's just as good as other lip balms that are way more expensive. Plus, it has vitamin C and E, grapeseed oil, and avocado butter in it, so it's packed with lots of great stuff. I'm using the shade Soda because I think it's gonna look beautiful with the eyeshadow. I love how smooth this goes on, and since it's a tinted formula, this leaves behind just the right amount of color for a natural look. My lips feel really good. I like this a lot. I feel so cozy and snuggy. I actually got the idea for this project from a video that I found on YouTube, which I'm gonna link down below because I'm basically doing the exact same thing that she does, and I thought it would be really cool to try out. So you're gonna see me try this out for the first time ever. Basically, we're gonna take a blanket that you would snug with and turn it into something that you can wear as clothing. So in her video, Meg recommends that you use a blanket that's at least 3x4. So I have my blanket here, and it's a little bit bigger than 3x4, but that's okay, it's just gonna make it even snuggier. I've folded it lengthwise, so hot dog style, and now I'm going to measure up from the edge here 29 inches. So here is where 29 inches hits, and I have a piece of tape here because I just don't want the Sharpie to get on my blanket. And I'm gonna mark where 29 inches is. Now comes the dangerous part, the part where I have to cut it. So I'm just gonna make a straight cut along this crease here all the way up to that line. And from here, I'm gonna sew up the raw edges. So I've folded the edge of the blanket over like this so it hides the frayed edge, and then that way you can come in and sew it together. I've finished sewing it up, so let's see how this looks when it's on my board. That cut that we made is gonna make space for us to do this. These two sides right here are the sides that we cut and we sewed. And then you end up with a cool, snuggy blanket cape like this. That is gonna be it for today. If this doesn't make you want to just snuggle up with a cup of hot cocoa, I don't know what will. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial and the DIY project. I think this makeup is perfect for winter because it gives you a luminous glow, it's super easy to do, and it's really snuggy with the blanket cape. If you try out this makeup or the DIY blanket cape yourself, make sure you send me and CoverGirl your photos on Twitter and Instagram because we wanna see them! And I bet they're gonna look awesome. Okie dokie, I'll see you guys the day after tomorrow. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any other DIY December videos and just videos coming your way in the future. For today's giveaway, there's going to be a CoverGirl prize package, so everything you need to know will be down below in the description box. And we're out.